All right, what is up, everyone? We got Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon. What is up, guys?
Not too much.
Man. Yeah.
Not too much. And we got a bunch of people in chat. We got Zach Attacks. He just finished up his stream. So go check out Zach Attacks. Brian was over there chatting up about Oscars, which is awesome. Then we got Derpy in chat. What's up, Derpy? Make sure you go Derpy's channel too. I know he's building that up.
He's doing a good job too. I gotta give it to him. I'm impressed.
Yeah, he's got that one of that last video that you put up, man. That was that tribute or something. They got a lot of views. I was like, damn, okay. And then we got Brandon Davis. Hopefully he's still in chat. What's up?
What's going on, Brandon?
Hey, everyone.
Zach.
So yeah, I missed out on the end of the stream. So sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got some dirt.
You?
Yeah. So I didn't. I'm assuming everything, everywhere, always, whatever.
That's what we said.
That's what you guys think. Yeah.
Even though Banshees of Sharon, Insurance was so much better than I thought it was going to be.
It's a great movie. Like I said, it was one of my favorites of last year. It's definitely not for everyone.
It's not. It's hard to watch because sometimes I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's the guy who wrote and directed it, Martin McDonagh. That's what he specializes in because he did In Bruges, he did Seven Psychopaths, he did 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing. So Three Billboards is really, really good. Yeah, he's a great director. This is probably one of my more favorites from him. Alongside I think my number one by him is still In Bruges. That was around the time that I really, really started taking Colin Farrell seriously as an actor. I was always kind of indifferent to him beforehand. Because I remember there was that point in his career, when he first appeared on the scene where he was just in everything.
Yep. He was literally everything.
Never disliked him. Just never was never really wowed by him until he kind of started doing kind of more obscure stuff like that. Now I take him super seriously as an actor.
He's a great actor, and after us, they give him his flowers and stuff like that. So I mean, that's why I like Colin Farrell, and I think he can probably do something for best actor.
He could.
He should win. He should not win, but he's probably
fun enough.
Yeah.
He for me, it's like, if he's in the hands of a really good, him by himself is good. He's really great. Mm-hmm. I think he's fun enough to watch. But when he's in the hands of a great director, he's on a whole nother level of damn, him as a penguin. I still watch that movie and I cannot see him. I just
watched it the other day.
Yeah, it's that's not him. Yeah, that's not him. It's insane. Yeah. But hopefully we have some time because we need to record it. That's gonna be our last Oscar review out, and then hopefully tomorrow night I'll try to get Zach and a bunch of other people on and we'll just do a big Oscar chat, kind of what Zach just did, but over here on Spoiler King. But we're gonna do our recording for Banshees of Inisherin because for me it was a great movie, but also it was I felt like I shouldn't laugh as much.
I was laughing.
You're not a psychopath. I should not be laughing.
Yeah, even for a dark comedy, I felt weird laughing at parts of it.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Sorry, that's my cat. That's my cat walking on my keyboard. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, even for a dark comedy, I was am I supposed to be laughing? It was that kind of laughter.
Am I a douchebag?
That uneasy laugh.
I thought I was am I a psychopath? Because I'm that shit's funny. What the hell, man? I was it's not. I don't and that's the thing. It's it's not supposed to be funny, but the way they do it is kind of so insane that it's funny. You're what? It's just Yeah, it was definitely one of those movies, man. It was probably another movie that I don't think I ever would have watched if it wasn't for doing these Oscar things. Same thing with Fablemans. I don't think I really would have watched it. It just didn't pull me in with the trailers.
Well, no one watched it. That's why they didn't make any money.
That's why it's making. Well, also, there was no trailers. I don't think I ever seen one trailer for the Fablemans. Like none.
One, but it was about. Guess what this is about? We're not going to tell you. Okay. Thanks. I guess. Fablemans. Pay the black.
Giant Steven Spielberg in your face. So, but yeah, and then Derpy said for I'm assuming this is for his the big video that kind of came out. It was for his high school in my city found footage and made better with songs posted on Facebook. 14 minutes of it. Full videos on my channel, which resulted in the views. Yeah, man, it got a lot of views. I figured it had to be something more personal or something like that. So, yeah, that made me for nostalgia, all those old school. And for the senior, my alumni, and understood they appreciate the past, but dwell on it because it will repeat itself. Nice. Yeah. You had to delete. Oh, you had to delete some videos off channel because of the specific video because of some stuff that just rants. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there you go. Exactly. I'm down. I know, man. I don't even have to invite you. I just send you. Here's the link. This is the time we start. Here's the link. We started at 9. So yeah, I'll try. I'll see who else wants to join in. Maybe we get Derpy in, and it's gonna be just hanging out for like an hour and a half talking Oscars.
This is what we do. You know, I like having fun. I gotta say, guys, I enjoyed these two things that we're going to cover today.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. I cannot wait to see it. I mean, to see what you guys thought about both of them.
Yeah.
But more than anything, even more than Oscars, I need some more Last of Us.
Well, you only got a little bit more coming.
Yeah, we got just the one left, right?
It's not even the full one. It's like, wait, how you gonna not get? I thought we would get 65-minute episode, not 45-minute episode. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get spoiled with a longer episode, like kind of like we did with the first one. Heck, just kind of as a bookend almost.
You have to give us something. We know we're not gonna see it for 2 years. Come on, killing me.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
So Zach is going to see 65 tomorrow. I think I'm going to see it Saturday.
I'm seeing it Saturday too.
And
I'll probably go.
Go ahead.
I'll probably go Sunday because tomorrow I'm going to see Scream 6.
Yeah.
I'm saying Scream 6 Sunday.
Yeah, just flip it. But I think I'm going to try that new Star Cinema. We're going to try that out and see how if it holds up to the iPick, because the iPick was that was top notch, man. It was like a comfy seat, kind of by yourself. Especially if you get the VIP section in the back, the chair completely lays flat.
Yep.
Like we watched one of the last Lord of the Rings in it, and it was like a 3-hour movie, over a 3-hour movie or something stupid like that. The not Lord of the Rings. Let's see, The Hobbit. The last Hobbit one. Mm-hmm. And you get a pillow and you get a blanket, and I laid it flat. I just like, I'm laying down watching this. It was awesome.
You get complimentary popcorn.
Yeah, you get popcorn for
the food is
and the food.
Great. Oh,
it was so good, man. You had like a trio of sliders that was like.
Guess what?
So
guys?
I'm hoping
I think I'm going to go see one of these movies this weekend.
I'm gonna try it out, man. It closed. It didn't survive the pandemic, but now the Star Cinema, which is like a Texas thing, is out here trying to. It's basically doing the same exact thing with just a different name. So hopefully, but yeah, I'm going to see 65.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I'm going to go see Scream 6 at the local at the Showplace Icon Theater around the corner, or if I'm going to make the trek to Wrigley at Alamo Draft House.
Is that open now?
Oh, dude, it's been open for like a month. But looking at the menu there, man, I'm tempted to just go there and just order everything off the menu there. Everything there. Just when you get a minute, check out the menu over there. It looks incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna open a restaurant right over there, so I will be going over there soon.
I know everyone in Austin, like Austin, Texas, like there's an animal out there, and they all love it. Like every kind of big creator that I follow, they always talk about the animal and how great it is. So it's cool seeing it out here. 65 releasing at the same time as Scream is such a bad decision. This whole month is like we got a double feature this week. I think next week we got something else, ain't it?
I already ordered tickets for next week.
I think it was John Wick is coming out too. I mean, it's just like
I mean, it's so much stuff in March. March is just
this whole month
packed.
Yeah. And then there you go. Yeah, agreed. I thought I misread it, man. So I'm like still kind of sleepy. I'm trying to really stay up right now. But I thought you said was Champions was horrible, and not you said Champions is adorable. I was like, okay, yeah.
So next week, the 17th, we got Inside. We have Shazam. We have just a lot of. Yep. So that's all the stuff that's coming out.
I keep forgetting all about Shazam. Like I keep forgetting all about it until it's either mentioned or I see an ad for it. Like
I already bought my
I would have been really, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna see it. I would have been eager about it like probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I think the delays, just the constant delays kind of not discouraged me, but kind of just killed a lot of my care for it.
Yeah. I mean, early talks are already out about it. People that got to see it early, and they said it's good. They said it's good, even though it's predicted to have a really bad weekend, like a really bad weekend. But
it's so hard. It's just
like you said, no one cares. Like Brandon, like just no one cares anymore.
It feels like DC did a really bad job with promoting this. Like you see, you have no idea when it's coming out. Like when is it coming out again? I don't know.
Yeah. And they should have got on it a little quicker. You know, I'm not saying like haphazardly just crap the movie out, but they should have they should have had a plan in place, or at least film like some of the scenes while the kids were still younger before Asher Angel looked and sounded older than Zachary Levi. You know,
just feel about that when you're dealing with kids. It's just, you know, timing is
timing. Yeah, but I think like one thing that I do think would be cool if they're this ambitious, depending on how ambitious James Gunn really is. When like if Shazam's reintroduced in his rebooted DC universe, like kind of have an idea in place for whoever plays Billy Batson, if he's going to be recast or if the other kids are going to be recast. Shit, like film their scenes, like do what they're doing with they're doing it with Avatar 3.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
James Cameron's already filmed a lot of like the scenes with the kids.
Easy to do when you're doing CGI. You know, we're not having the little kids. I mean, like you're talking two different animals. You can't do that with real kids. Like, you know,
why not?
If you're gonna do it, it's gonna look like what Luke Skywalker looked like in the Mandalorian. Like it's gonna look like that. It's not going to look the same. When you have CGI covering up the faces and everything, it works out a lot better.
Just, you know, kind of have a plan in place. At least kind of do some early scripting. Shoot the kids scenes while they're still young enough.
Do How I Met Your Father did that.
Yeah,
like they filmed the kids that, you know, he's telling the story to. They filmed that in like a while, for like I think all within the first season. How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, How I Met Your Mother. And they knew how it ended, you know, after all of the end. So it was like, yeah, just have them sign an NDA. Like, you guys shut your mouth for the next, you know, X amount of movies, and here's the script. But we don't know, man. We might get James Gunn in charge, and then, you know, the after his first bunch of movies, he might be gone. I mean,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Be a lot. You guys are all talking about like James Gunn's going to be around forever, and I'm like, all right, let's see.
A lot depends on his Guardians, which is weird because how good he's going to be in DC depends on how well his last MCU movie is. Yep, which I think it's going to be good. It looks good.
People don't follow him. We'll see.
Yeah. But he said, I'm not seeing it. I'm a DC guy. Man, I think I'm going to see it because, like what Zach said, Shazam early reaction said it's better than the first, and I love the first. Same. I love the first. It was very underrated.
It's surprising.
Yeah, I really. It was one of my more, you know, favorites from the DCEU. I love the tone of, like, it was basically a superhero version of Big, which was which was probably the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
That's a good description of it.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, and Zachary Levi was great in it. You know, I wouldn't mind him carrying on as Shazam, even though I think depending on where they go, I'm pretty sure they'll just scrap that whole thing and then just recast. But yeah, I want to see the sequel be just as good, if not better than the first. I think just
I'm not sure
the constant
the DCU.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
sure what they're gonna do. They can pick and choose different things.
Yeah, and they could very well continue with it. But yeah, I think just the constant delays just kind of killed some of my interest, because it was originally scheduled for this coming summer. Then they moved it up to late last year. Then they pushed it back to later in the year, and they pushed it back to like March. And there were probably some other delays in between that too.
Yeah, that we don't know about.
Like either you're gonna put out the movie or you're not.
No, I'd rather you push it back and give me a good movie. I don't want you to not push it back and they say, "Oh, we have problems with it, but we didn't have time." I would rather.
That's the thing, though. There were never any rhymes or reasons behind these delays. Originally, it was scheduled for like I said, this summer. Then they move it up. Then they move it back. Then they move it up and back. Like, what are you guys doing? They're doing the same thing.
I blame James Gunn for opening his big fat mouth. He needs to shut up. Stop. Be a president and stop telling me I'm recasting it. Stop telling people stuff. Just let remember the delays were happening before it was even revealed that James Gunn was brought into the fold. I still blame him.
And the same thing was happening with Aquaman 2, even way before that. So, this is I can't even.
They're saying all these reshoots are happening now.
Yeah, because it's so bad.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying. It's so bad. It's not good at all. I was like,
which is really disheartening to hear, because the director James Wan, I've always enjoyed like pretty much everything he's done in at least some capacity. So to hear that he's potentially made a stinker is just like that's like that's like a knife to the heart. He's made like a lot of stuff, good stuff. The first Saw, Death Sentence, which is like an underrated revenge movie to me. The first two Conjurings, Furious 7. I liked how like he Furious 7 was still as ridiculous as Fast 5 and Fast 6, but like he brought like he did like a lot of practical car chases.
All you had to do is not use cars as guns, and not use them as spaceships, and not use them as like
Tarzan across like a mountain.
God, what even was that? Like,
that
and then they had the nerve in Fast 9 to be self-aware, like with Tyrese's characters. Like, we're doing all this stuff, and I don't even have any scars to show for. You guys have been doing this for like you can't get self-aware now, especially with this one where it's taking itself like mad seriously.
Yeah,
that's what I think that's where they really went wrong with Fast 9. At least going from like 5 forward, from 5 to 8, they were at least self-aware with how just utterly ridiculous and they were.
You have to remember this, Brandon. Remember this. Family. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Even if you don't know that family even exists, it's still family.
How can I forget? How can I forget with Vin like hammering the point home every 5 seconds, all the while being like, "Oh, here's this new family member I never bothered to mention."
It's all about family.
Oh, I forgot about him.
This brother, don't worry about him.
Yeah,
but now he's back in the fold, and now he's family too.
Yeah, I can buy all the ridiculous elements of Fast and Furious. Fine. You want me to believe that a charger can topple over a bus? Fine. You want me to believe that a car can swing on a vine like Tarzan? Fine. But don't sit here and tell me that Vin Diesel and John Cena are biological brothers.
No. And who's in there with their sister?
Brothers. Yeah.
With their sister, like how?
Oh yeah, because the sister is the one with what's his name, right? That died in real life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jordana Brewster.
Like
really?
Yeah. You all three, you guys are. So I can believe her and Vin Diesel, but what?
Yeah.
John Cena.
John Cena.
It's just like messing.
John Cena. That's John Cena. No, you lost me now.
Yeah.
That's what's in space.
Insane.
That's what's in space.
So with the Aquaman, how was Aquaman that bad? The first one was pretty good. Then Zach also said, I've heard other Aquaman news saying it's as good as the first one.
It could be people just don't like Amber Heard.
I heard a big reason with the news I heard was, what's his name? Aquaman, Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Said like Amber Heard ruined the movie. Like he just felt like she was just bad in it and everything. But also he didn't say it, so you're hearing it through like people and stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds like haterade.
Yeah, but I heard he's like super excited to leave the franchise and start something new. That's also another rumor I heard because how bad it's becoming.
Yeah, if the rumors are true, like if the rumors are true, he's going to go on to play the DC character he was born to play.
I don't know, guys. You guys give so much. You believe so much in DC. I just feel like they're going to disappoint you somewhere, somehow.
Well, that's Warner Brothers and how they've handled all DC content. I'm just holding on to hope for a turnaround because the content's there. The content's great enough.
Yeah. So I know it doesn't sound like he would say that. So I don't know if he was so evil because I don't think he's a bad guy, but I know he really wanted Emilia Clarke to replace her. Like that, he didn't say that in public, but
I thought he wanted Emilia Clarke the first time.
He wanted it the first time, and he wanted her like replace. He's like, just be the new Mira.
Yeah,
just be the new. No he's shit. Cool. Here's a blonde wig. You're used to that. Or redhead. She's a redhead, right? Yeah.
If I had my way, it would have been like Jessica Chastain or something like that.
Yeah.
But
that's because of your own different reasons.
Your own
movie.
Yeah, she's a hot redhead.
Exactly. That has nothing to do with the movie at all.
I was gonna say Bryce Dallas Howard.
Ooh,
it was like there's a whole account.
You can't put her in the water. Oh my god.
There's a whole account dedicated to her and a certain part.
Man, so, I hate to be sexist, but come on, man. Come on.
Like Ron Howard? Really? Ron Howard's your dad? What?
Didn't know he had it in him. But.
It don't even matter, man. It don't even matter.
Like, Brian, calm down. Get a squirt gun. Like, shh. No.
You can't
get a little squirt gun.
Exactly.
Heal.
There's a reason I return to Spider-Man 3 from time to time.
It's like, stop cutting all her scenes, man. Like, let her be in all her greatness, all of it, like all the greatness. Let's see all of Bryce Dallas Howard. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
About to show us a magic trick. No hands.
Oh man.
Yeah. But Brandon's saying like, honestly, DC just give it up? I mean, I think they are, but then they're rebooting it, so I don't know if that counts or not. But
unfortunately, the problem with DC has always been Warner Brothers. The content's great enough, that they could be just as good and long lasting as the MCU in their own right.
Characters.
They have
comics.
That's awesome.
They have better lines. Like they have better comics. They have better everything. And they always in their own damn way. They always.
The biggest problem has always been Warner Brothers, the studio. I'd say after a while they need to just break away from Warner Brothers and become their own studio, kind of like what Marvel ended up doing with Paramount.
Well, that's what they're not kind of doing. So say goodbye. Hello, space Cal. There we go. She's finer than he don't like Tessa Thompson though. So
I like Tessa Thompson, but I
know you do. I don't think Brandon did. Right?
Bryce Dallas Howard is.
Yes, she is.
She is.
Yes, she is. I can't even.
I have no problem saying that, and okay, none at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm fans of both. But I could be very open. I'm open to everything. I love all women. No, none more than my wife. So remember that.
Well, I am not married. Bryce Dallas Howard, in the very slim chance that you're watching this, you're not with anyone.
I'll be your Mandalorian.
I can cook. I'm told I have a very decent sense of humor. Like to think I keep myself in reasonable shape. I'm tidy, so
You're gonna be you're gonna be your manservant. Like, look, I got you. Whatever you need.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's get back on topic.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like I'm like Captain Kirk. I'll hit on that green chick if she's going. Captain Kirk, the original one, he hit on anything. Like even if it looked like a female, like you consider a female in your species. All right, cool.
How you do?
Let's go.
Yeah, he was.
How you do?
He was up there with James Bond in terms of just like pretty much hitting everything that moved.
Yeah, hey, we're talking about the Captain Kirk in the most recent Star Trek. He is the one with the green girl.
Yeah. Even the Shatner one, if I remember correctly.
Because in the first Star Trek,
mm-hmm.
the first one. Because she's like, hide under my bed, and then she said, "Who's the mouth breather?" And he pulled her out. Yeah, Aurora.
Yeah, that's right.
Or
Aurora.
Yeah, Aurora. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, yeah, that's right. She was in that movie too.
Yeah,
yeah.
If it's in space and it's good,
she's gonna do it. Yeah, it was a Shatter had a green girl. That's where they got.
That's why she did it in the movie.
Cool callback.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get back on topic.
What were we talking about? Yeah. Let's get back on topic.
Might be for the best.
Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh no, we're not. No, okay.
Yeah, no. All right. How about we go to a different chick that's nowhere near? How about Jennifer Lawrence? You guys want to check out her new trailer that came out today?
Yeah, I actually forgot all about Jennifer Lawrence. I didn't even realize she had something new coming out. Yeah.
So did the rest of America.
You're not alone.
Yeah. So I figured we'll watch a trailer, then talk about Bel-Air, watch another trailer, and then do Mando, and then if we got time, one more trailer at the end. We'll see. But we'll do 2 trailers, 2 shows. Try to keep it short. The trailers we should be able to keep it short.
Let's do this quick. Let's give our points quickly, and let's do this fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me bring it up. But yeah, I saw it already. It does look hilarious. It does look pretty good. So, although it looks like a movie I've seen before, but whatever. Yeah. All right. All right. So our first trailer of the evening, we are going to talk about No Hard Feelings, the official Red Band trailer with Jennifer Lawrence. So I got Brian and Brian Man. We're going to check this trailer out. You guys ready?
Red Band, let's go.
Yeah, it's a Red Band trailer. I don't think that has the same pull as it once did many years ago. Used to, not anymore. But all right, let's check it out and then talk about it.
Hi. Mind if I touch your wiener?
What?
Doug.
Stop! Gary!
Court order for asset seizures.
So they're taking my car?
You went radio silent on me.
Is that what this is about? Just last night, I thought, I missed that fucker.
Is that true? Buongiorno.
That's my cousin. Gary, I swear to God, he's my cousin. He's my second cousin.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
I'm an Uber driver and I don't have a car. I'm going to lose my house.
You think I chose this? Look at this.
Need a car, date our son this summer, and bring him out of his shell before college. In exchange, we'll give you a Buick Regal. Date is in quotes. It's got to be a joke, right?
No, have you seen these helicopter parents? I'm surprised they're not going to fuck them themselves.
We've just been so worried about our son.
He's going to Princeton in the fall.
No, I've heard of it. We tried everything to bring him out of his shell.
He doesn't come out of his room. He doesn't talk to girls, doesn't drink.
So when you say date him, do you mean date him or date him? Yes.
Date him. Date him hard.
I'll date his brains out. He volunteered at the animal shelter. Hi. Mind if I touch your wiener?
What?
Your dog. How about I give you a ride home?
This isn't the way to my house.
It's a shortcut. You're my hostage. What you got down there? Something for me? Why? You tried kidnapping me! You're 19. Grow up. This kid is unfuckable. Have a drink
Oh,
together.
it's from the director of Good Boys.
This is the worst iced tea I've ever had.
One thing about me, I'm the baddest alive.
Dance party.
Don't know what to do. I just know my mom would have wanted me to save the house. She's probably just nervous. Aren't you loosen them up? We can go skinny dipping.
What about sharks?
None here.
Jellyfish?
Not this season.
It's really the lack of lifeguards.
Let's get the fuck in here right now.
Okay. I'm just a bit of a romantic.
He's actually really sweet. The best part about getting older is not giving a fuck what people think.
I'm an adult now. I can make my own decisions.
That's good.
You want to savor it. Savor it.
Come on, you're getting out of here. You don't belong here. Let's
Touch me.
Get away from her!
stay.
Stop helping me.
Maddie, you can't outrun the cops!
I can't lose my license.
All right.
Wait.
That looks kind of funny.
Have times got that hard for Jennifer Lawrence? Like that's where we are right now. That she has to do this movie. Is it really that hard right now? Like she was at the top of
She
Hollywood.
was Academy Award nominated. All that good stuff. Yeah.
Well, you know, she herself did say in the trailer, you know, the best part of growing older is not giving an F what people think. So maybe that's ringing true for her for her choices with her roles at this point. You know,
I would say the
she had that.
you're getting older and you're gonna get stupid roles.
But it looks kind of fun. I'll see it. I actually did like Good Boys, so like Good Boys had a lot of parts that made me laugh. But yeah, you know, she
made American Hustle. Passenger.
Yeah.
This is how far
Passenger.
Yeah, but I mean, it was
Passenger,
better than this. Like it was a movie that she was able to carry the movie. Carry the movie, and now she's she's Melissa McCarthy. Like I don't understand. Like how you guys have fallen so far. Like one baby,
American Hustle to this exactly
from one baby. That's it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But, I'll go see it. But I do feel like that's a long way to fall.
Well,
I mean, how much money did she like legit can get from who did this one? Sony. I don't know if Sony got that much money to like. I don't know.
Hey, all I know is diapers cost a lot of money, man.
You know, at the same time, she's maybe, you know, she's been known for a lot of serious roles. It's kind of fun to kind of, you know, from time to time see actors not necessarily pigeonhole themselves, kind of branch out and just do something fun from time to time. You know, I kind of look at it the same way that, like, you know, like when Tom Cruise, who's known for like being like this big movie star, action star, like when then he turns around and does like Tropic Thunder, you know.
That was hilarious. Tropic Thunder was hilarious, even though it was like the most racist thing I've ever seen in the world. It was hilarious.
Well, there's parts of this that kind of look hilarious. Who's to say this won't be, right?
No, it's not going to be Tropic Thunder. You don't have.
No, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be Tropic Thunder at all. But Good Boys was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. She just did a very different kind of movie last year.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. I mean, has she? I'm trying to think if she's done anything funny before. I don't think she's ever been in anything funny. But
yeah, so I'm kind of foreseeing.
Yeah, she did action. She's done, you know, other stuff. I'm trying to think like American Hustle. Obviously, was a big one.
Hunger Games, Civil Lines Playbook was amazing.
Oh, that one was a good one too.
Don't look up.
Yeah,
don't look up.
Oh yeah. I don't know if that was as funny, like funny, more
satire.
You know, satire, yeah, I would say satire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, American Hustle had some funny parts in it, but I can't really categorize it as a comedy. Her character's ditziness was fun. but it definitely
this is what Dumb and Dumber.
This like what Horgy said. It said fake dating has really taken over the rom-coms and romance books. Which that's why I'm like, I've seen this movie before. It's just I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna break any records. It's definitely probably a good paycheck probably for her, but it's like
I think it might be just getting her back into into the swing of things.
Yeah.
She did kind of I know we talked about this like with Colin Farrell, like she was kind of I think I got burned out from her, kind of fatigued by her really fast, because she had that really kind of like phase where she was just in everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was everything. Here, let me go through some of these comments real quick. So Brandon said, no, I'm good on this. I won't pay to see it. I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, J-Law needs to do more comedies. I think she's funny. I think she's.
I don't know if she is funny, but she's something, I guess.
I think like Movie Ninja said, like awkward cringe, kind of funny. But also, I don't know if it's like like the Licorice Pizza, because Licorice Pizza was like, I don't know.
Funny.
He was
not funny to me.
18. He was technically under 18. At least here they have the
Liquor.
No, he's 19.
They say
Liquor,
it's 19, like right at the beginning, like let you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. It was. Yeah, Licorice Pizza kind of there were parts in it that I'm like, where's Chris Hansen when you need him?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I care for that movie. It doesn't look funny. It's it looks plain, like the jokes are hitting are I'm assuming aren't hitting. I'm good. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be her doing a lot of physical comedy, which is kind of different for her.
Yeah, exactly.
Not her, but
I feel like it's not needs to be.
But I'm afraid the trailer showed me the best parts of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. She gets pepper sprayed and then makes stupid faces and it's funny. Then she gets punched in the neck and just like I thought that was funny. But it's like old man gets hit in the groin with football. Like, yeah, it's funny, but you can't make a movie out of it. So, I don't know.
She bobbed when she should have weaved, guys. She bobbed when she should have weaved.
She was known for Hunger Games and the worst X-Men movies. Yeah, that's right. She was in the X-Men movies.
Yep.
Yeah, when they tried to make Mystique the main character, when Hugh Jackman kind of exited the picture.
Yeah. First Class and Days of Future Past are the best.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. They're better than the other Fox X-Men movies.
There's some of the few that didn't just feel like Wolverine and Friends.
Yeah. Just had a tall class of hatery. That, man, a lot of people don't like Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm fine with her.
Like this kind of movies, Mm-hmm. Well, they blame her for breaking up Chris Pratt and what's her name?
Anna Faris.
Anna Faris.
Yeah.
Why would that be on her?
Because the passengers.
I mean, passengers. There's the rumor that they slept together or they did stuff together, and yeah.
Oh, that I never heard about.
Oh yeah,
no, yeah. They were like two buddy, but they just claimed they were super like buddies and stuff.
They're buddies. It's just it's an adjective in front of it.
Horgy said, "I'll watch it. Tropes and all. I would. It would do well with the demographic it's targeting.
Yeah, it looks harmless enough.
Yeah. Oh, definitely 100% Pratt's fault. Well, 80% Pratt's fault. I'll give 20% Lawrence. It's like, come on. It's not like you didn't know he was married and had a kid, but
because they're probably.
But also, I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
For what we know, it could be a load of crap. But.
Yeah,
I mean, but Chris Pratt's a load of. Never mind. Let's keep it going.
Leave Chris Pratt alone.
You
step off my boy.
All right. Yeah, okay. He's only your boy because that's the only one. You're the only one claiming him now.
Well, you and James Gunn.
You and James Gunn. Exactly.
So, But yeah, my only real biggest issue is it looks like it's gonna be a silly. You can easily replace Jennifer Lawrence with any other female in Hollywood, and I think you'll get the same kind of effect. Is she's old, but she's also old, and it seems like she's trying to be like a early 20s, maybe mid 20s. I'm like, you're not that anymore, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what her age is supposed to be in the movie, but it seems like she's supposed to be younger than what she actually is. You know,
it seems like her character is kind of like one of those kind of, you know, kind of like almost like the lifeguard with Kristen Bell. If anyone's seen that, just kind of like kind of like on the older, more adult side, just kind of refuses to grow up or refuses to accept it. So
think about that, you know.
Say what?
Yeah,
that still would be like 27. You know, like you could replace Jennifer Lawrence with Kaylee Cuoco right now, and if she wasn't pregnant, and it'll be the same exact thing. You like any blonde girl, you know, decently good looking could have done that part.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, yeah, she seems like a 30-year-old failing at life. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can see that too, you know, with all that, but you know, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a tropey movie, and it has a target audience, which is, you know, that's fine. There you go.
I'm fine with it. I'm kind of those are movies like that are kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine here and there, so I'm into it.
What do you say? So is Tom Holland the film just looks like it sucks? Is Tom? Wait, you think that's Tom Holland in the film?
No, yeah, that's not.
Or it's a wannabe.
That's not Tom Holland.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, 30-year-olds can play high schoolers on TV. This won't face me. Yeah. They got beards and
you be 30 years old and be a karate kid. So I mean,
but all right, cool. I just wanted to see that one. I want to do that. Tom Holland plays older characters than he should. I got you. Yeah. Kind of what Horror Geek was saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but also he looks like he's a fucking 16-year-old. So
yeah,
him and Zendaya can go from looking like a grown woman to like freaking teenager. You know, it's just all depends on the clothes and the makeup.
Every time I see Zendaya, I see her still as like she's like
19. Disney Channel.
Yeah, every time I see her, I'm just she's 19-year-old little girl. Even though she's like 26, 27, like she's a little girl to me. I can't get past that.
But you know, Hollywood always is gonna have older people play younger people.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But cool. Let's move on to another topic. But before we go, if you're watching on replay, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Lets us know that you like what we're doing over here. And if you have any trailers you want to recommend, also leave it in the comment. Let us know what you guys think, and let us know what you think about this trailer. If it's kind of looks trash, looks boring, do you like it, do you hate it? Let us know in the comments, and we'll chit chat with you guys in there. But let's move on to another topic for the night. All right. You guys just want to jump right into Bel-Air?
Oh, I'm all for it.
Yeah. You all caught up, Brandon?
I am. I invested in Peacock so I could start watching it.
Oh man, I could just give you my. I mean, never mind. We would not share this channel. Would not do that.
All right. Let's do it one more time, and then we'll get right into was it episode 2? No, 3. Episode 3. All right, cool. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. So our next topic for the evening is Bel-Air, episode 3 of season 2. I'm with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we are going to get right into it. What do you guys think about this episode? Let's you go. Go first.
I think first and foremost, I do have to retract a statement that I said last week about Bel-Air, about Will kind of being too whiny and that sort of thing. Now that I'm all caught up, Will as a character is really, really working for me as a whole. Just kind of and even kind of giving myself a refresher with last season. It makes him more layered, you know. So I'm kind of appreciating that a lot more. And like I said, I think they're kind of escalating things now that Will's a lot more integrated in the Bel-Air lifestyle, you know, and a little more comfy, dare I say. I'm liking the subplot that they're going somewhere with like the basketball subplot with his basketball ambitions. That's cool. They seem to be taking things kind of further with that. And it's very equally balanced. Like I really like ensembles, and I like how, everyone has like a mini arc. That's really cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing where they go, further with that. It really has me glued to the screen in that regard. And I like that really just the wave of kind of emotions and kind of like the flip-flopping with how I feel about certain characters. Like I couldn't stand Carlton early on, and now I'm really coming to like it now. Like him and Will kind of play off of each other. It's really the classic Carlton and Will relationship from the series, just from the original series, just with a more dramatic take on it. So I'm really kind of liking the tone overall. It's very, very respectful to the roots of Fresh Prince while doing its own thing. That's really that really has me attracted to it. I'll watch 10 seasons if they wanted to.
be grown men by then.
All you gotta do is film it beforehand, like Brandon says. Film it beforehand.
Yeah, film.
I mean, they probably can.
Yeah, But yeah, I really like it. I'm kind of like I know that I mentioned a while back that I kind of liken it to Cobra Kai in terms of like exploring like that gray area with certain characters rather than just depicting them as straight good or straight bad. I like how it goes into the gray area.
Okay, so this past episode 3, I really felt like they were kids this episode. This is the first episode when I was watching it, and I really felt like they're just children. Because they don't look at the big picture. And I was actually very disappointed in how Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv, I felt like they were very, like, you want to let your kids, protest and believe in things that you want to believe in, but you have to explain the entire picture to them. And that's what they did a poor job, especially with Uncle Phil being a lawyer. He needs to explain to everyone what you're signing up for. So I'm all for them protesting, doing those, making these decisions and everything, but it just felt like it was very irresponsible for the adults there doing that. And then this is the first episode where I was very worried about Jeffrey. So Jeffrey's looking through Phil's stuff, trying to find some stuff. I think he's trying to find his son because he can't help himself. And Uncle Phil knows that he's looking for it. And how does he address that? That's gonna be the other thing. And then does Jeffrey do something else that causes him to get kicked out of the house again? How's that break the family again? I feel like Hillary is getting kind of put to the back burner because they're trying to push up. They're trying to push up Ashley. So they're trying to give her so much more. There's almost only so much room. So like Coco Jones is going to the side. Carlton, I understand everything that he's going through. He's the only one to have a little foresight into what's going on. And I think that's not a good thing, that he shouldn't be the only one. And right now, Will has no care at all. He doesn't care about anything. He's just doing stuff and not thinking about what could happen with it. And I hate seeing that. And I hate that no one's speaking to him the way he needs to be spoken to. So in the original show, this is what Uncle Phil would do. He will always look at both ends and tell you this, this is what you could do. This is what the problem is with that. And I'm gonna give you a full view, an adult view of the world. No one's doing it in this, and I am a little bit disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, this was one of those episodes where, like you said, is like, I get what they're trying to do, what they're doing, and they're standing up for what they believe in and stuff like that. But like you said, like, you need to know what comes next. I mean, cool, you do the protests and you're standing up for what you believe in. What comes after that? You
don't just get what you want just because you protested.
Yeah. I mean, there is. I mean, part of protesting is like a sacrifice. Either your time or more, stuff like that. Your actual freedom, privileges you get. There's stuff that comes with protests, and that's just real world, So, yeah, man, it was interesting because I'm like, they're doing the right thing, but I think they're doing it like very like head through the wall rather than trying to figure it out. But also it's like, but no one is giving good advice because there's the other side of the teacher.
Yeah.
But the teacher, it was like, listen, shut this shit down and you're all going to be, it was like, don't ruin your life for this. It was like, but then you don't get it. Well, and he even questioned her for that. He goes, hey, you should be on our side. Why aren't you on our side? He was like, oh, because you want to be on the board, and she shut up really quick, You
want to be vice chancellor. But then she said, oh, but you want to be, the top student. You want to be the first black top student in this class ever, or in the school ever. So once again, he has to think about. But once again, Carlton has been given the opportunity to see both sides, see all sides of what's going on, see what the future holds for everybody. So he knows what's going to happen once he sees the flag come out and Black teachers' lives matter. He knows what's happening. The rest of the kids, he could have just look. This I'm gonna be real matter of fact with you guys. Uncle Phil should have said, "Look, this was going to happen. You're going to do this. She's not going to get her job back. You can speak your truth, do what you want to do, but you have to realize she's not going to get her job back, and that this might not be a winning effort. But you need to know that also that this could affect you for colleges. Also, be honest with them, give them the full scope of what's going on, and then let them make their own decisions. And I feel like no one did that, and the only one who got the full scope was Carlton. That was it, and that gave me an anxiety attack. And if you did that, maybe Will would have been more on Carlton's side. Like, I got you, see, but then he still did what he did, and that caused him more anxiety. But if you explain to him what's going on, he could make a better educated decision. And I think he would have if they would talk to them as young adults, and they did not. And I just thought that I was missing in this show specifically because that's what they did in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They talked to them and they gave them all sides so you can understand where everyone's coming from. Yeah, I feel like it was a miss, and it kind of takes away from what the original was about a little bit.
I got what you're saying.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Yeah. It's just because like this whole episode.
I'm just closing my window. It's raining out.
I got you.
I'm just closing my window.
But yeah, this whole episode was like me wanting to yell at everybody, from Jeffrey to Hillary, to Carlton and Will doing that. I mean, this one was definitely probably more Will and Carlton heavy episode. Because what happened with Hillary was kind of.
I knew that was going to happen. You knew that was
two scenes. Yeah. So yeah, I think they're setting up that bigger play later on, but right now I think they're dealing with this, and I think this is going to also change how a lot of everyone else's in the family, how their lives are going to change because of what Carlton and really what Will did.
So Carlton's not going to go to Princeton because of this one move.
Yeah.
He's not going to be. He's not with that number one student. He's not going to Princeton because of all this. And Will's going to be like, "That's not fair," but not realize that he caused it. And then eventually he's going to figure out that he did cause it. And then it's going to be this whole dump load of stuff that he's going to, he's not going to be able to play in the state championship game. School's going to pull the plug on that. The whole team's going to, that he promised that I'm going to put the team first. The whole school is going to be blaming him. All those things are going to happen just because no one sat him down and talked to him about consequences, sacrifices and consequences before he did anything.
Yeah, I wonder, do you think he's going to attempt like some kind of damage control or anything like that, or is it too far gone?
It's too late. He's going to try to talk to his teammates, but his teammates say, you knew what you were doing. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah. But all the teammates were with him, weren't they? Right?
But they're all doing the silent protest. And once he goes out and does that, and he's not a face of it, and he's the face on YouTube and TikTok and all those things. He's gonna go viral, and that means they have to punish him specifically.
Yeah. I think this episode is gonna set up a lot of problems going forward, and I don't know how I feel about it, because it's like, are these the problems that we want to see them have?
Yeah, I feel like that you don't want to lose what made you great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my worry.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Is this probably one of my least? See, I don't want to say like least favorite, because, like, again, I get what they're trying to do. It just didn't. It didn't hit right. It just didn't feel. I don't know. And I don't mind like episodes where they have a message and stuff like that, which this one, really did. But then, it was just like very weird how they just went about it.
The characters didn't do things that the characters you expect them to do, or what Uncle Phil is. I expect him to act a certain way, and he's not. What Aunt Viv is, I expect her to act a certain way, and she didn't. So it just felt like it wasn't very true to their character in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like you say, even Jeffrey, I was like now he's sneaking around. I was like, that one really threw me off, because I'm like, you're a complete different character from who you were in season 1 and everything like that. So I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like talking about it, but I was disappointed in the episode as a whole. I like the series. I like what they could do with it, but I was very disappointed in everything as a whole. And to a point where, like,
it just felt very. The thing, like you said, the things that made it great weren't there. That made season 1 great weren't there. It was missing. Yeah, it kind of works. Try to change the background so let people know we're doing. I don't know. What do you think, Brandon? Anything else? I mean, as our viewers, it doesn't look like any of our viewers care about either.
Yeah, they don't care well.
Yeah, I think this shows a very acquired taste, and being on Peacock, obviously, like not everyone's watching it, but no, I'm really I'm really enjoying it so far. And like you said, I did like how this episode was about the kids. Curious to see what repercussions there are from the protest and how long they're going to pan out, and just really what impact it's going to, kind of have for them for the season moving forward. So it's really kind of one of those that just it's nice. It keeps you wanting more in that regard. I think those are like the full extent of my thoughts. Still kind of processing it since I finished it like right before we started doing this. So a lot of it I'm still kind of taking in.
All right. So for me, I feel like what's going to happen is all the consequences are going to be in the next episode. So they're going to find out Will gave up his chance at state championship. Carlton gave his chance at being the school's #1 student. He's also going to lose a chance with the girl, the president of the Black Student Union. So now that's going to push Will more towards the what's his name, the guy,
the recruiter guy, the other basketball guy. Yeah.
Laster, whatever his name is. I can't remember what his name is, but they're going to push him more towards him. So he's going to try to join his AAU team, because that's the only way he's going to be able to get to college now, because he didn't get that stuff. He didn't get his scholarship. He didn't get any of that stuff. So it's going to be this is like things happen, and now it's going to be consequences in the next 2 episodes. That means we're going to see more Jackie. We're going to see more Vivian's guy, from her doing her.
Was it Russ?
Now, yeah.
Was it Russ?
Was it Russ?
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name.
We're gonna get more of that, because Lisa's now going to be helping Viv. So we're gonna get more of that type of dynamic too, along with Jackie. But Lisa's going to be in the house. How's that going to work out? Like you're going to start seeing decisions and consequences in the next couple of episodes. And I don't know. We have 10 episodes this season. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to start just kind of going downhill because kids make bad decisions in bunches. So if you don't talk to them about their decisions, it's going to go downhill real quick.
Yeah. Wait, you, Brandon, any last words or thoughts on where it might go, or where you think it might go, or want it to go?
At this point, not quite. Like I said, I'm probably gonna need a rewatch on it, just to kind of formulate a decision on that, since it's still kind of fresh in my mind. But yeah, might have to give it a rewatch before I think about that.
Yeah, I mean, usually right after almost every other episode was like, I was like, ooh, damn, okay, that's like, that like excitement of like what's gonna happen next, and then this episode was like, oh damn, y'all like really messed
y'all didn't
up.
pick this out.
Because you're mad at. For me, I was like mad at everyone. I was mad at the teacher for telling him to not do it. I was mad at. I mean, I guess Uncle Phil was kind of going down that road, but also like, I don't want to piss off my wife and say what the opposite of what she's saying, where she's like, go do it, go find a bigger message. And he's like, hold on. And then she kind of gave him that look and he's like, yeah, whatever. Like,
she gave him that Jada look like,
yeah, exactly.
Let me go slap somebody. Too soon?
Will Smith.
Too soon?
Yeah. Actually, Will Smith on the show. Yeah, so I don't know. It felt very different from the rest. It felt very different, and it feels like the issues it's going to cause are not going to be the same that were like in the first season. So I think it still could get it back on track and get back on, like, because it's super hyper drama like kind of show, very CW. Totally. Everyone always said that, very CW, and I think it's going to get back on track. But this episode was interesting because I was waiting to see what was going to happen, and then when it happened, I was like, oh, okay. Everyone kind of just not. It seemed like everyone was kind of selfish too. Like Aunt Viv was like trying to be a good mom to her daughter, who lost the teacher that she loved, and Carlton was kind of being selfish to get the girl, and the girl was kind of using Carlton a little bit. Will was kind of doing stupid Will shit, and so it was very like selfish things that just kind of all came together.
I just didn't like the fact that characters felt like they did things that aren't in their character.
Yes. Yes.
It was outside their character of the character, and that was very weird for me to see.
Yeah. Agreed. Anything else, guys, before we move on?
No, I'm
interested to see what we get
next week. I can't wait to see what we do.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. I think hopefully next week. I think we'll be back on track and we'll be excited all again. But yeah. But I think we'll leave that one there. So if you're watching live, we're going to talk about something else. So make sure you stay tuned. If you're watching our replay, thank you. Appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Go check out our other reactions to season 1 and the beginning of season 2 of Bel-Air, and let us know what you think about this episode. Are we wrong? Did you really enjoy it? Did you like the message that they were trying to tell us and all that stuff? And let us know where you think it's going to go next. But that's it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000, and appreciate all you guys. And we are moving on to our next topic.
Thanks, guys.
So, all right, I really need some macros, man. Yeah, I saw I'm like, oh, macros. Damn. No, yeah, for like I can just hit a button and boom, transition.
Yeah. He's like looking for it. He's like, and
I know I got scroll, hit that. Also, we lost a shit ton of viewers from that.
I saw
like Bel-Air. I was like, damn. Okay.
But that's because all the people that weren't on were all want to talk about Mandalorian, are very into DC, very into the MCU.
Yeah. I think what you think next week we'll do Bel-Air last.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll see that this week, but I didn't want to say anything. But I think our videos for Bel-Air are going to do better as people start to pick up. So it's more of a video thing and less of a live thing right now. We'll
yeah, we can do Bel-Air towards the end next week.
Ivy is so fine, by the way.
Whose TV is that? Is that yours, B?
Oh, that's Brandon, man. It's gotta be.
I was like, it's an echo. I was like,
at first I thought it was. I had something on in the background on my computer because that's happened before.
I kept on looking. I was closing my windows out as we were going. I was like, is that me?
I habitually put the TV on as background noise.
I thought I did something wrong. I was like, what is going on? Did we ever watch The Blackening?
No.
Did we?
No, it was on our list, but we wind up like spending like 45 minutes on Peter Pan and the side conversations that came from that. You guys want to we can watch that one.
Let's do that real quick since people aren't back yet.
Okay.
Let's do that real quick.
Yeah. Because I have Citadel, like I'm about Citadel. I do want to do Paint though. Somebody else recommended. Who is it? Storm Ninja, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot one of our commenters. And I can't do that. But yeah, let's do this one. All right. All right. And then I realized I'm like, why am I playing YouTube videos like in 4K? You know what I mean? The videos, our stream is only 720, so like, let's keep it at 720. I can see something.
Exactly.
Yeah, and well, then it makes my computer slow and it's all laggy and shit. So I'm like, that's stupid. So, all right, you guys ready? Or when you guys want to introduce it, then you want to bring it in?
I got you. This is me, The Blackening. Come on, man. It has my name all over it. All right. Here we go. And welcome back to Spoiler Kings. Guys. I'm in charge this time. The power. I feel it. So guess what, guys? We're going to watch a trailer, and it's going to be my type of trailer. I can't wait to watch it. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's The Blackening. It is hilarious. I just want to set this up, you guys. Understand this is going to be very funny, very slapstick. Just take it for what it is and enjoy the ride. So, Tank, if you got it, let's play it.
All right. Got it. Here.
This whole reunion about to crack. We got the whole crew back.
Really, bitch? A cabin in the woods.
Now let's get it all in perspective for all y'all enjoyment.
You still a slave to the white man? I'm gonna start calling my wife the white man, all right?
Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you shoot with.
But we go on Juneteenth.
Oh, hell no.
Where are you going?
Look for the fuse box.
What kind of house is this?
No, thank you.
The Blackening?
Whoa! Jim Pro Monopoly.
She probably runs on racism.
Pick a card and save Morgan.
What do you mean save Morgan?
Refuse to play, and she dies.
I think we have to play the game. In your predicament, the black character is always the first to die. I will spare your lives if you sacrifice the person you deem the blackest.
The blackest?
Nobody should trust anybody in here, bro.
You have 2 minutes to decide.
Shanika, she say nigga the most.
Nigga.
See?
Y'all can't pick me. I'm gay.
Oh, Clifton.
Yeah.
I can prove I'm not the blackest.
Prove it.
I've never seen Friday. I voted for Trump.
What?
Twice.
We need a plan.
Don't say it. Don't you dare.
Don't say this dumb shit.
We have to split up.
Your time has run out. It's time to die.
There's a crazy person out here hunting us. You got Rosa Parks on your shirt, right? Would she be sitting down right now?
I mean, she did.
You could shut up. Made you look. made you look?
Why black women gotta save everyone all the damn time?
Oh, I made you look.
Yo, stop playing.
I got a gun.
That's to DMX. Don't do it.
Oh man,
That looks hilarious.
That's hilarious. No, the part where they're making Kool-Aid and they put in a wine cooler inside the Kool-Aid with all that sugar. Did you see how much sugar they should put in the Kool-Aid? And
Mhm.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh. That is so. You know, the only problem I have with this entire movie is that the black people would have saw the woods on Juneteenth. Nah, bro, we ain't going. We're going back to the city. We're not doing this.
We're turning around and going right back.
Exactly. It's the only problem I have. Look at this.
Just a whole bag.
It just says sugar.
So much sugar.
Oh man, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
What you guys think about it?
That was really cool.
It looks hilarious. It looks like it looks like a spoof done very, very right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you just, they don't run upstairs. They don't do any of the other things. Like it's hilarious. It's like the black person's always the first to die. Well, we're all black, but who's the blackest? That's just so bad. It's so bad. Oh, man. I don't know. I enjoy that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it just for the tagline. They can't all die first. I love it.
That is a funny. Even the whole like premise is like when they play the game, and the card comes up, is like, oh, you know, like, but black people always die first. So who's the blackest? So it's like that alone, I think, is like just funny.
And now they fight like, no, I'm not the blackest. You the blackest. No, man, I ain't the blackest. So you know you the blackest. You got hot sauce in your purse right now. You know you the blackest. Don't look in her purse. She got hot sauce in there. She got some sugar. She got some hot.
If that
pickle.
How much money you want to bet like that might be one of the premises of one of the other girls?
I'll tell you, one of the other girls is going to have hot sauce in their person. That's who's going to be the one who wins. Like, she's the blackest. And then they're going to say the light skinned dude that says, well, why he called his you still dealing with the white devil? And then he was like, stop talking about my wife like that, dude.
Yeah, the white man.
Yeah, he said he was like, he's the one who gets shot with the arrow first. So he's the one who they determines the blackest, right? Because he's white. He's his wife, because she's white. A black man with a white woman. Is that what made him the blackest? I just, in my mind, I thought that was funny. That's what he determines the blackest dude. I don't know, man. I want to see it. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, this one I'm checking out for sure.
Yeah, this one I think they're gonna go with something really, really good as who the killer is. You know what I mean? Like I think like Sick was so stupid. Like on who the killer was. It and I knew it was coming from a mile away. I knew who it was. I don't know who could be the killer or like why, but I see them doing something like that's going to be the cherry on top of the racist, Sunday ice cream is going to be the killer and the reveal of the killer. It's just going to be over the top.
I was going, watch it be like the dude's wife's father. And he found out he was coming out there, and he's like the killer.
That looks cool. I just want to laugh hilarious for this one. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. Zach,
don't say that. Oh my god.
Yeah. wait. So Derby says he knows who the killer is. So there you go. Liam Neeson.
Oh boy, not like. Oh my god. I wasn't ready.
Me neither.
Oh man, but that is the Black guys. That's the trailer reaction we just had for you. I wanted you guys to watch it. Tell us what you think about it. What do you think tropes? What do you think what we're gonna get in this movie? It looks hilarious to me. Do you not find some of this stuff funny? Is it a problem for a comedy? Let us know what you guys are thinking. Go ahead and jump in the comments. We'd love to respond to you. Please like the video and subscribe. We're on our way all the way to 1,000. I think we are at 760 right now. Come on, help us out, guys. We're trying to get there as fast as possible. Liking our videos also tells us you're liking our content, so we're trying to put as much content out there as possible. Help us out. We want to know what you guys are thinking, and we'll see you on the next video. So we're gonna go to another topic, guys. Appreciate you, and we'll see you later.
I was waiting for Dippy to. I'm like, come on, Dippy, right now. But Dippy said, I might cut this in. It's Michael Jackson's ghost now. It's gonna be a father fucking member.
Oh God. Oh no. Michael Jackson would know better. He'll know better. Like, no. We're not doing this. Not today. I love little Michael.
Man, it's gonna be something just completely over the top. And I don't know. I mean, usually if you don't
juicy Smollett. Watch it. Oh, you gonna cancel me? Oh, I got something for you. Oh man.
No, man. Yeah, I don't know, because usually a lot of these films, even the serious ones, like who the killer is, or you have a good idea or hunch who the killer is very early on. They usually tell you kind of right away. Yeah. Sick did it. Scream usually does it when it's a good Scream one, like Scream 5. Like it's the boyfriend. They said it like 3 times. They're like, it's always the boyfriend. So it's like, yeah. With this, I don't know if they're gonna like go that route, or if it's gonna be like something super random or somehow connected to them. I don't know. I think it's gonna be funny.
I agree with Bill. Scream 4.
Yeah. Man, I think I only seen Scream 3 and 4 like once or twice.
Joe was the most satisfying villain death in the Scream series.
Like, you deserve this.
Yeah. Especially when Sidney Prescott like shot her with the defibrillator and she went down in a heap like Peter Griffin.
Yeah. That was that clip now. Yeah,
that was just so satisfying. That evil little bitch.
Is that Toxic Gamer said? I think she was the smartest out of all the killers.
I don't know. Yeah, this one right here looks really interesting. I'm very interested to see how this
people are loving it. I know. Oli is in our Facebook group and stuff like that. She loves horror films. She put out like she saw it, she's like, oh my god, it's great. But also I expected her to say it was great just because like she's such a big fan of it. But I've heard a lot of people saying that this new one is really, really good. But I think most of those killers were good, except for the last one. The last one I think was stupid.
It gets rid of some of the tropes of all the other stuff, I hope the best moments aren't in the trailer. I agree. I hope so too.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it because it was really a quick turnaround between this one and the last one, and I think Paramount jumped on it because it made so much money the last one. So if they can if it's a quality movie, I'll be very, very happy. Rather than them just kind of cranking it out in the name of squeezing more money out of it. I'm calling it Ghostface Takes Manhattan.
Yeah,
that's
what should be called.
The part in the subway when they're all wearing the Ghostface mask, so good.
Yeah.
And fun fact, the I think the directorial team, I think they call themselves.
Scream 7 already got greenlit. There you go.
Yeah, holy crap! Yeah, but yeah, the the directorial team, I think they called themselves like Radio Silence is like their group name, but they directed Ready or Not also. If you look at the first trailer when like everyone's like boarding the subway in New York, you see one of the people boarding the like walking down the subway stairs dressed as Samara Weaving's character from Ready or Not, with the wedding dress and the
It wasn't
and
me.
like the say what?
It wasn't me. It was not me.
I know.
The fact
When
that
is the
random, the fact that I have this randomly in my bottom drawer just all the time.
I know, it's just right there.
I just always have this.
But then when of course it wasn't you. When has any Ghostface killer been black? Aside from yeah,
because we don't do those type things.
No.
So here, fellas, you hear about the Beetlejuice 2? Yes, I did. And you put that up. Beetlejuice 2 is in the works, and it's moving forward to start shooting in May. And Jenna Ortega is part of it as the Daughters of the Deets.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're gonna really Wednesday was a great launch pad for her. Heck, for that matter, X helped her out last year too.
Yeah.
And for that matter, Scream 5.
Scream 5.
She had a great year last year. She had a great year last year. Yeah, nice to see her. Yeah, she's a good actress too. She was probably one of my favorite things about Scream 5. Like the opening scene, I thought was amazing with her. Like she was just killing it, acting wise.
Yeah.
So
well, Horror Geek says Scream 2 originally supposed to have a black ghost face.
Really?
That just sounds racist, but I know what you mean. But yeah.
You know, considering the opening dialogue between Jada Pinkett and Omar Epps, that would have been a cool little subversion. Because Scream has always been about subversion and being meta. I would have been with it.
It should have been Jada.
Yeah.
It should have been Will Smith actually been the one killing people with slapping.
Sometimes I feel like in his most private moments, Will Smith just watches the opening scene of Scream 2, the murder scene, and just kind of silently smiles.
Just on replay.
Yeah.
Whatever said she was offered it heavily. I heard that too. I saw at least 2 different sources say that they want her in the Beetlejuice movie, which would be, I think it'd be great. I think it should be great.
They've been talking about Beetlejuice 2 for decades.
Oh, look at that. Her best friend was the killer, but it leaked, so they changed it. Oh, that sucks, man. So a leak messed all that up. That's interesting. Yeah. And then Toxic Game said, do you guys all have your own separate channels or just this one? I have a personal channel that I haven't done anything on it in a while, but you do a lot of my gaming stuff. So, but I haven't been on there in a while. So really it's this, but also if you're into sports, yeah, if you're into sports, primarily football, if you're into NFL, we do have Nerd Huddle and Dynasty Pylon, which I know me and Brian are on those a lot. Brian's on all of them. But those are big into a lot of NFL, fantasy football, dynasty football, IDP. So they're different kinds of fantasy football and stuff like that. So if you want to check that out. But for movies and TV shows, this is our channel. So
guys, give me 1 second real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's fine. We'll
the stores just called me.
All right, I'm gonna bring you down. There you go. We'll go through some of these comments real quick. So fellas, first reactions from 65 is coming out now. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Campia said he enjoyed it. Nice. I don't always agree with what Campia likes and dislikes, but I tend to usually agree with him, but he's not always spot on.
Yeah. I definitely agree in that regard.
Yeah.
Kind of hit or miss when it comes to Campia. Some of his stuff I definitely agree with. Some of it I don't.
Yeah, 60. I'm kind of excited to see it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But it all really depends on how they do the dinosaurs, right? If the dinosaurs look good.
So, I'm looking at it as an unofficial Turok movie.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Man, a bunch of you guys love Scream stuff and that was it. Yeah, technically, Roman is probably the smartest killer, even if he is the campiest / bad movie. Yeah. Well, it is a hot take. Scream 5 killers over the Scream 2 and Scream 3. Sure. Scream 3 might be at the same level, but I like the Scream 2.
I like the Scream 2 villains. Who was that? Like Mickey, the classmate, and then Billy's mother. You know,
I think.
Even though I'm not sure I agree with like Mickey's plan to try to get caught and get off, basically. That yeah. But the at this point in time with toxic fandom, the Scream 5 that worked for me. I liked that. That worked for me because they were basically incels.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But I don't know if it worked for me. It was definitely kind of meta because the whole Scream 5 was super meta, like super meta, and you know, and I don't know, man. It just seemed weird. It just seemed a little too much, like for me with it. I don't know.
Yeah. But I like
yeah,
you know, I was kind of
that's exactly. They have strange motives, which is kind of a scream kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I was but I liked Scream 5. I was kind of curious to see how it was going to end up with Wes Craven or Kevin Williamson involved. But yeah, the new guys, Radio Silence. I think they did Wes Craven proud. You know, I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, I didn't hate the last one. I didn't hate it, but
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
You know, it had some issues, but I mean, a lot of slasher movies tend to have issues. You know, with like timing and stuff like how can they do this and then they do that, and you know. But I think that's just something you overlook when you watch like a slasher movie, for the most part. Said Jill originally was supposed to live. The original plan was for Scream 5 was for Sydney to lose her memory on what happened at the end of Scream 4 while Jill tries to kill her. So
yeah,
just repeat. What?
Yeah.
Right.
Happy that didn't happen.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I think Richie was one of the more developed killers. Yeah.
When I heard they were bringing in Jack Quaid from The Boys into Scream 3, I think I was like, yeah, he's gonna be one of the killers.
Yeah, 100%. Because he's a good actor. He's super fun. I don't know. They definitely maybe overdeveloped. I don't know, man. Like I didn't hate it, but it was just like I'm like, oh really? Like this dude found this other chick on 4chan and decided he wanted to kill. Like what? It just oh man, it was weird. It was weird. But Scream Killers, scary movie, scary movie killers. Yeah.
I am liking that they're bringing back Hayden Panettiere in this one. That she survived Scream 4 because she was like one of my favorite new characters in Scream 4.
Yeah, and that was like peak. That was when she was doing Heroes, and she was like
Heroes
peak at her peak, and then she kind of crashed with the show. Is the Scream TV series any good? I don't know. I don't think I've seen that one. Have you seen it?
I think I've only seen like the first 2 episodes and was just really indifferent to it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Scream 5. Scream 5. I don't know. Was Scream 5 scary?
It did have some tense moments, especially like the fake out in the house with the 13 Reasons Why kid, when like you thought the killer was gonna pop up when he was getting like a table ready for dinner with him and his mom, the sheriff, and they kind of fake you out a couple of times.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. I think that the opening scene with Jenna Ortega on the phone, that was pretty tense. It had some good tense moments.
That opening scene. Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
I was gonna say a Scream movie needs to have a great opening scene. You know, and Scream 5 had that was one of the better ones I liked. I thought it was good. But yeah.
I thought they've done good with all the with pretty much all the openings in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard that Melissa Barbara is way better in Scream 6 than in Scream 5. Good, because
she better be, because she was the worst thing about Scream 5. Holy shit.
Yeah.
She
needs some acting skills, man. Her and was it Alexandra Daddario? Like maybe like, hey, go halves on a good acting coach.
Yeah, like granted, Melissa Barrera is good to look at, but holy crap, was her acting unbearable. Jeez.
It was like overreaction, but kind of not. You know, it was like a such a fake like surprise face. You know, what I mean? You know, it was like
who's she related to in the industry? It has to be someone. She certainly wasn't hired on talent.
I liked her. Oh, Zach, you're too much of a nice guy, man. You. Oh yeah, Zach is a nice guy, man. I never hear Zach really like. Never. We're not. I don't know if we're trash talking her, but she
trash talking her. I'm just keeping it a stat. I was watching that. She's got this show on Netflix. I thought maybe it was a fluke. Maybe it was just like a bad performance. Everyone has one or two. I was watching this. I'm trying to remember what the show was on Netflix, where she was like she was stranded in the wilderness, like after a plane crash, and she was still astronomically bad in that.
Really?
She just.
Oh man.
I'm sure she's a nice girl.
I guess she did a lot of Yeah, she did a lot of telenovelas, like the Spanish soap operas.
Maybe she should go back.
She was in the Heights. Yeah, she was pretty good in the Heights. But singing and stuff, and then
I never saw In the Heights.
That's fun. It was fun. It was a good one. It's it's Lin-Manuel, so the music's gonna be good, but it's based off of a Broadway musical already. So yeah. We'll see. I'll find out tomorrow. Maybe for all I know, maybe she stepped up her acting game in this one. But yeah, like I remember like Jenna Ortega, Mason Good. Everyone was just acting circles around her in the first one. I'm hoping. I don't want to keep taking jabs at her just for the sake of taking jabs at her. I want to see her like hold her own acting wise. Just in Scream 5 though, just holy shit. Yeah. Was it Scream 5 had my favorite opening scene since the original.
The opening scene in Scream 5 was great.
Yeah, it was good. And then this one, Toxic Gamer said, I'm excited for Five Nights at Freddy. Yeah, I hope they explore the lore with the William Afton character. See, I don't know too much of the back lore. Yeah, that's good. But they already kind of did it with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland.
Yes. Oh, man, that was such a great movie. It was so stupid.
I love that movie.
It was so... He says, like, what, 3 lines in the entire movie?
I don't even think he says a word. I don't even think he says anything in it, from what I remember.
No. I think he does say something. I think he does say some things, but he doesn't say much. But that was definitely a good Nicolas Cage movie that was stupid, over the top, and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'd have to rewatch it, but yeah, I don't remember him saying anything. But yeah, I'm excited to see him as Dracula next month in Renfield.
Yeah,
the concept of him as Dracula is just great to me.
Oh man, yeah, that's good. Never said, what if they do all these reboots? What would be cool reboot if the original is such underrated baseball film is Hardball. Honestly, I wish they do a reboot of that for this time of Hardball. Man, I know that sounds familiar. Is it with Keanu Reeves?
It's the baseball one. It took place in Chicago with Keanu Reeves, where he was like gambler who had to do I think he had to do like community service or something.
I'm looking for something old. That's 2001, so that's not that old for me. That was like high school for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They've done stuff like that before. I mean, Bad News Bears are kind of, then when I watched it, that was a lot of the vibes I got. Mighty Ducks, it's another tropey kind of thing. Like, oh, person gets in trouble and has to champions, for example. Another one. Person gets in trouble and has to go teach some group of kids, whether it be like an urban group of kids or like a disabled group of kids or like a ragtag team. And then they all become better at the end for it. So I mean that's exactly what all those movies are. Doesn't mean that they're bad. I mean, I love all of them. Like Hardball, I don't remember that much of. I think I only seen it like once.
It's one of Michael B. Jordan's earliest roles, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, he was in it. Yeah, he's one of the kids.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Just kind of like the underdog story.
Yeah.
And like the coach reluctantly decides to coach these kids, and then everyone through perseverance they come out on top, and everyone learns something, both players and coach.
Yeah, I guess Hardball was loosely based on real life,
like a novel.
Yeah.
Safe
at Home, I think it's called. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Let's say got to hit the bag. Great stream, peeps. See you later. Cool, man. Can't wait for your review of 65 and Scream. I'm really curious to see what he thinks about Scream.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and anybody watching, if you haven't checked out Zack Attacks, go check out Zack Attacks. Brian just did a stream with him right before this stream. So and Zack Attacks does a bunch of awesome movies. So definitely go check him out. Hit that sub button. I don't know how long Brian's gonna take.
Oh yeah, what did he have to go do again?
Some work stuff.
Okay, I gotcha.
Some work stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I was gonna say if you wanted to watch another trailer, he's coming back.
Yeah. What other trailers?
But yeah, man. Paint. I do want to watch because a comment had recommended us to watch that, and it's Owen Wilson being quote unquote Bob Ross. But I don't think he's officially actually Bob Ross, but he's very much Bob Ross like so yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a documentary or like a loose documentary like the Weird Al movie, but it's kind of, but they're just not using Bob Ross's name.
I mean, as long as if he has a afro, we know
he does. He does.
So we know
exactly.
Sorry about that, guys. Running restaurants, sometimes something happens and I gotta jump on.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I apologize. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. That's not bringing up. No worries, man. No, we just chatting, hanging out. And then I miss Toxic Gamer. I'm gonna head out. But it was nice to see you guys. YouTube channel. Have a nice good night. Cool, man. Cool, Toxic Gamer. Take it easy. Hopefully, see you in some of our other streams. Appreciate it.
Come on, we gotta talk about this last one. I'm sorry that we missing all you guys because this is gonna be the best one.
Yeah, next week we'll probably do it first.
Yeah, definitely.
How's that look? I was looking for a good background picture.
Disney Grogu's face. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
Man, I love this episode. So
this is
good one. Yeah, I was looking for something good to put up. Hold on. I think I'm on my phone. Quick. Should have tested it while we were waiting.
Every time we do Star Wars, I just feel like you obviously have I got the high ground. I got the high ground. It's just the most Star Wars thing ever.
Out of all the all the memes that come out of it, like the burnt marshmallow ones.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen that one?
The shows were fun.
I don't think I have.
What, the burnt marshmallows? Yeah, there's like a burnt marshmallow in the campfire, just all crisped up, and then one like on the stick still. It's like you were supposed to be the chosen one. It's like and it zooms into the crispy one that's on fire. It's like I hate you. It's like
that's so bad.
Yeah. All right. That's I get half a Grogu right there. I'll make a few thumbnails because we should have the background so when people come in, they know what we're talking about.
That's a good idea.
Because if there's 4 people, then it kind of doesn't matter. But if it's 3 people, we have those 2 spaces at the bottom we can take advantage of. So, yeah, it's fine right now. Although you see like Gina Carano's big ass thighs right there.
I mean,
and half a Grogu.
Are you complaining? Just
I had a crush on her, and then she just wound up being crazy.
You know, I expect all.
And she was in the reboot of American Gladiators.
Yeah, that was my introduction to her.
Yeah, she was Crush. Yeah, and then
and she crushed her.
Oh, I didn't expect her to be. Exactly. As soon as I told my sister, I'm like, oh yeah, no, she's not the greatest actress, but she seems cool. You know, like her character's cool. And then like a week later, like, all this shit happened, and my sister was like, huh.
I told you.
and that was just 1 season in, right?
That was definitely season 1, yeah.
2 seasons.
Was it season 2? Oh, it wasn't last year, wasn't it? I thought it was the
because remember the end of season 2 ended with Luke coming back.
It was, yeah.
That's too bad. She probably would have had like a continuous good thing going, but you know.
She was going to, which I don't know if that was going to work, but she was going to have her own spin-off show.
I can see
which I would have watched. You know, I thought hers was a cool enough character.
But I don't know if she's a good enough actress to carry a show.
Yeah.
Maybe it would definitely be an ensemble, but if she's the main character, I don't know if she's a good enough actress, man. She's not that good of an actress.
If what's called could carry an entire show, she could carry a show.
Who?
What's his name? The Dario. If she can carry a show, come on. Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
I vote for Brandon. He can do it.
You want to replace Cara Dune? All right, let's talk about this and then call it a night.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman, Brandon, and we are talking about our last topic of the night, Mando Season 3, Episode 2.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Oh, right off the bat, what do you guys think? What do you guys?
Oh, this was a good one. I really like this one. From an action standpoint, I thought it was cool. Great to see more of Katie Sackhoff. She has a permanent place in my heart in terms of fandom. You know, ever since Battlestar Galactica, that sort of thing. So I like how the second half of the episode, or like roughly like the last 10-15 minutes odd of it, we're more kind of focused on her. I liked Grogu. His little jumps were adorable. I like how I like the scope of this episode because it kind of jumped around a couple places, which was cool. I like that. Yeah, I like how it's moving along. With the Mando's mission. To redeem himself. They're moving pretty quickly, and the way that ended was just cruel. I'm like, you're stopping there. What happens next? Come on.
I know.
You can't stop there.
That's where I want to start. Not knowing where it's going to be at next.
Yeah.
Because
I
don't know who is this going to affect more. Is this going to affect Din Djarin? Is it going to affect Bo-Katan? Because Bo-Katan, I believe all this because she was reading the story as he was going into water, and he's like, he slayed this mythical beast. These are kids' tales, and then she realizes she sees it with her own 2 eyes. That is not a kid's tale. That's something that is actually happening. Does that change her beliefs? Does that make her now think that, man, maybe I'm wrong? And she used the dark saber to defeat that thing. Does she now get to yield the dark saber?
No, she has to earn it in combat.
Was that not combat?
She didn't beat the person who owns it, so she used it, but she didn't beat Din for it. Which is the whole problem why they're saying they're in the place that she is now, because a lot of people blame her because she got the dark saber by not defeating the person who owned it in Clone Wars, or Rebels.
Now, if she was able to yield it very well, do you think that her and then together can bring all the Mandalorians together?
That's what I was thinking, man. That was what I was thinking. A lot of people are definitely trying to put them together. They're they should be a couple. I don't know.
They'd be a couple, but I know that they can definitely be I believe in it, because Mando, when you believe in somebody, he believes in them. He got their back, and if he has her back, and he's like, all right, I'm going to repay you for you saving my life. I'm going to get everyone together. We're going to come back and take over this planet again. And as you've been saying for years, the Mandalorian, the person who's going to end up really yielding the dark saber is most likely Grogu. And that this type of storyline will yield itself to that very well.
Yeah. So for me, man, this episode was awesome. Especially if you know the lore and everything like that. So here real quick. So Derpy said it was definitely a better episode than the premiere, 100%. But for me, they're still very, very, very Disney family friendly. I mean, yeah, that's all it's gonna be, man. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything different. Yeah. It's previous seasons tones that take me out of it. Even the previous seasons were very family friendly. Yeah, I mean here you get somebody literally stabbed in the chest with the darksaber. So exactly. I mean that's as about violent as you're gonna get. A blaster. And
I mean the one monster got from the top to the bottom. She sliced them bad.
Yeah. But it was all a mech suit. So the part was the little head thingy. Is that it was also disappointing on how abruptly it ends after they reach the surface. It was just confusing and disappointing. I don't know.
I liked it the way they did that.
I liked it
because one, the next episode is going to be 56 minutes long. Oh man! So them ending it there, and then everything that's going to happen next is going to be crazy because they can go so many different ways with it.
I have no idea which way they're going to go, and that's the thing I enjoy the most because I don't know who is going to be more affected by it because he didn't see the monster. She did. How does that change things?
Yeah. Because I mean, I think so there's certain ways to be in charge of Mandalore. The big one that we know already is the darksaber because that exists. So whoever owns the darksaber and won any combat, they're the ruler, right? Kind of like Excalibur type shit.
Yeah.
But you can go even older than that.
That's what her granddad did or her great grandfather did, and
that was what the first Mandalorian did.
She doesn't kills that thing,
not kill it.
Rides it. Rides it. Oh, she has to be the rider of it. Oh,
kind of like what Boba Fett did. She has to, if she can learn how to ride it and tame it and stuff like that. So, yeah. So I don't know, man, because like you said, she was very condescending the entire episode. You're stupid in your stupid beliefs. I grew up in them, so I know they're silly. But then he's so
he still went and still was gonna bathe and still do all the stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool because he still, no matter what she's been doing, he sees that a lot of things that have been lied about, he still believed in it. It didn't shake his belief.
Yeah. And that's the big thing. He still believes in it. And also I think her seeing the the passion in it, because like when she says like, oh, my dad died defending the world, the planet, our home, and then stops and says this is the way. It's kind of like it's meant to be like a very respectful thing, like I'm sorry, but also he died doing what every Mandalorian dies, wish on how they die. He died fighting, but he died fighting for his home, for the planet.
I hate to bring this up because it's like not the same thing, but it's very Klingon. It was very you want to die in battle, die doing what defending what you want to defend. Yeah. I thought that was so cool. And even I love what Bo-Katan said, I don't hate Jedis. We used to work together with Jedis.
Yeah.
Giving you insight, kind of foreshadowing what's going to be in the future with Grogu. So I just thought that this was a very important episode, and I cannot wait to the next one, because the next one's going to be mind blowing. I literally going to come back and be like, the first thing we're going to be like, wow.
Yeah. So real quick, so like Derby said, I didn't like her holding the saber either. That's way Disney-fied. I don't know, because she was.
She was able to handle it. Like, this is something she's already trained. She's done it before. She's held it before, so she knows how to use it. Mando doesn't really know what he's doing.
And she understands what it was. Like, Din had no idea. He's like, "Oh, hey, cool, look at this." She understood, because she's an actual Mandalorian, a real blood Mandalorian.
That's what
not only that,
you haven't had this before. This is what we were raised on.
Yeah, but not only that, it's like you're not just it's in your blood. You are the leader of the people. Your blood was the royalty of the people. So it's like one, like why she was always able to carry it was like because you need to. I think the lore of it is like you need to be connected to the crystal. It's a one of a kind crystal. So of course, an actual Mandalorian would be more connected to it than an adopted one. And also, she's used to carrying heavy shit, like she's not heavy, like metaphorically heavy stuff. Like she was leading people, so like her lifting this up was like nothing.
But she's also the one who lost the planet. The fact that her entire family was the royal family. They had in there, they ruled it for so many years, and she was the one who finally lost it. She has to carry that around with her, and I think that's important too. So she's able to do those things, and man, I'm loving it. I
know, but what's the point of the story or tale if she can just pick it up? Anybody can use it. That's the thing. So I don't know if you ever watched Rebels.
She's used it before.
Because who had it? Darth Maul. It's a long story. So between Clone Wars and Rebels, Darth Maul had it, and then in Rebels they kind of steal it from Darth Maul, and then it makes its way to Bo-Katan. So it stopped being passed down by the winner and loser fights, and it being stolen and then given it to Bo, and then that's why it's cursed. But she had used it. She knew how to use it and stuff like that.
She said it before, so that's why she's able to do it. And
so that's why
healed it, because she's connected to the planet. But once again, Din has never been to that planet. He's never been there.
Yeah.
She's like, how can someone be more Mandalorian than me? And I think that's going to be another thing. So she bathed. Technically, she did bathe in the running the waters of Mandalore again. So she should be forgiven if she doesn't take off her. Do you think she doesn't take her helmet off again? Does she believe in the ancient things, the teachings?
I don't. No, she don't believe in that.
You sure?
Not in that, because there's different kinds of ancient teachings. I don't think she believes in that one.
Well, if she finds that she starts realizing that those kid stories might not just be kid stories, and we come in the next week of her having an identity crisis.
No, for me, the Watch is like she already came from that group. So if you like, I know it's hard because like this character has been around already. So this isn't the first version of this or first seeing of this version. Like originally, when we first met Bo-Katan, she was part of Death Watch.
Yep.
And then she saw how crazy they were. Which Death Watch, the leader, was voiced by Jon Favreau. Yep. So that's how that's all connected. But she leaves and makes her own group, the Night Owls or whatever the hell they're called, and but I don't think she was ever part of that, because to me, the Watch, they're not the good guys. They're not the good guys.
She didn't believe in the stories. She kept on saying that the stories were for kid tales.
Yeah.
You know, but now it seems like she does believe in that some of these stories are true.
Yeah.
How can you believe in some and not believe in the others? I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but I just can't wait to see.
Yeah, well, that's true. You know, because he's like it goes back to her. It's not going back to her. It will go to Den. It still belongs to Den. She just picked it up and used it. You know, it's still his because it doesn't matter who's using it. It's who it belongs to by combat. Den won it in combat, so it's his. So until she fights him for it, which I think might happen.
I don't know if she will.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the one that's going to yield it for her. Like he's going to be like
the hand.
Yep. Or they won't follow her, but they will follow him, and he's going to be the connection between the two sides.
So this is not Disney fight. I've said that from the beginning, man. I said that from season 1.
He's going
that Grogu is the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is Grogu. From the beginning, he said this. He said it 100 times.
So here, because I know Brandon, I know you got some more to say. Real quick, one thing for me for now. So we're fighting between, does Bo fight the beast or does Din fight the beast? What if Grogu? Because he already has the beast mode Jedi thing where he can talk to beast and calm them down and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can easily go up there and touch it and jump on its back. So now she's the ruler by blood. He's got the sword. He's got the beast. And between the three of them, they're like the freaking holy Mandalorian trifecta. I don't know.
Yeah. And I wonder how much Grogu is going to fit into that. And are they going to? My big fear is they're going to use Grogu in every big predicament, almost as like a cheat code, basically.
Yeah.
Well,
do your thing.
Him being Jedi is going to change. I mean, and that was actually cool when you saw the monster get thrown out of the cave because he's used his Jedi, power.
Mm-hmm.
And if he could do that, that's going to be really interesting. Which I didn't understand he could do with the I don't remember the beast they called. They look just like the beast from you ever seen the Time Machine?
Yeah.
What are those things called? The Great Kings. The ones that like. Oh my god.
Yeah, they almost look like orcs.
Exactly. I wish I
like that. Yeah. He said, I'm not a hater. I just the tone has changed for me. I don't think it's changed.
Morlocks. They look like a Morlock.
A Morlock?
Yeah, that's what it look like. They look like a Morlock.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, I don't think the tone has really changed for me. I think it's been pretty consistent. Here and there, they would do some random things that are like, I mean, the first season was very like I said, had a formula. The season 2 kind of carried that on too, and I hope they're getting away from it. And it seems like they're getting away from it now because, he had to find the chip so he can resurrect the droid so he can do the mission. So it was like a mission and a mission and a mission. And Amy Sedaris was like, take him. And he's like, all right, fuck it. I was like, oh, you're just giving up that like that. So that was, for me, that was a change. A good change.
No, speaking of Amy Sedaris, no matter what role she plays, I'll always see her as the main character from Strangers with Candy.
Yeah.
If anyone remembers that show.
Even her smile just looks like that. Just her
smile.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard she's like super awesome in real life. Like she's a really cool person. Which is awesome. So I'm so glad she's in the show because I love her character. I forgot what her character is, but I just like how she loves Grogu, and she just she's super cool. Like she's kind of shady too, like she's selling back the guy the things that she stole off. So
she is shady. That's in my head canon. She's her character from Strangers with Candy, slightly cleaned up, just retains some of her shady tendencies, and just went out into the galaxy.
This is like the descendant of that character.
Not even the descendant of that character. I'm in my head canon. It's the same. It's still Jerry Blank from Strangers with Candy.
That was the role.
Those things are called the Alamites. Alamites look just like the Morlocks. They look exactly like the Morlocks. Just look it up. I as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's like the Morlocks from Time Machine. This is amazing. They look and they acted like it, and they were in caves, and they're like, oh yeah, the Alamites used to be beyond our borders, but that's craziness.
That's
Strangers with Candy was so hilarious.
Yeah. Were they Murlocs, right?
The Morlocks. Morlocks and Alamites. That's what. Yeah, they look exactly like.
Yeah.
Did you see all those Mandalorian helmets? That was crazy in the cave. That was a crazy thing. I thought that was kind of telling what happened here. This is crazy.
Yeah, there you go. That's kind of pretty
exactly
close.
Like, right? I mean, that's from the old 1961 movie, but the Morlocks from the Time Machine from 2001 or something like that. They look exactly like them, like exactly like. It's crazy. I was like, man, you look just like a Morlock. This is so crazy. Once again, I think about
this one.
No, there are the great things that do, like Scream. Look over, yeah, that thing.
This thing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like between those two things, that's where they are.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know, man, but this I'm so invested in finding out what happened, because I want them to save the planet so bad. Because right now it's just been lied to so much, because even the armor was like, oh, it's poisoned, you can't get on that planet anymore, and then he goes the
thunderstorm, and it was perfect.
Yeah. Well, even before that, he goes to Bo, and Bo's like, oh yeah, I've been there a few times already. And he's like, what? And she's like, it's not cursed. It's like, so it's like there's the stories and then the facts, and then a lot of them like intertwine and are extremes of each other and stuff. And it's really interesting how, like, I mean, there's like hundreds of factions of Mandalorians, all the different kinds, and I think Din is going to be the one that brings them all together.
I can see it. Because it's hard for Grogu to bring them all together because he's still a child. He looks like a child, so they're not going to believe in him. He got his mask. He hasn't done anything, his helmet or anything. But Din, I can see them follow Din, and Din says, "No, but I'm following Bo-Katan."
Yeah.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah. Because, I mean, are you going to stay with the person who always believed in you? Or are you going to stay with the people that are like, oh, no, you took off your helmet. Like, go back to being a nobody.
Well, I think he goes to them and says, I did it. Everything you thought you knew, you don't know. I know what I'm talking about. Follow me. And then they might follow him.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
And then so now they leave the helmet, and she's going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
She's the one. She can accept Mando and Din, but she can't accept Bo-Katan.
Yeah, no way. And then, because she blames Bo for the reason for why everything crapped out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's why it's you have the two main factions right now with Bo and the Armor, and they're just so new school, old school. So like, who's right? And I think Din is gonna find a happy medium.
Yeah, a way to blend everything and to keep everyone happy, possibly.
Yeah. So, and then here we go. So Drippy said, the first season was mysterious, adventurous, and serious. Season 2 was serious and motivated by motivated. But season 3, back to mysterious, adventurous, but not serious, Disney-fied. But not serious? I think it's serious.
I think it's very serious.
Same.
I mean, Din almost got like sucked out of all his blood.
Exactly.
I thought he was gonna cook him. And he's like,
because I thought he was gonna rotisserie him, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, the adventurous. I think it's always going to be an adventure kind of show. That's just I think what it is. Even the mysterious too is kind of cool because the Mandalorians have really cool backstory. You know,
we still don't know what that thing is in the water.
Yeah, it's what the hell is the name of the beast? It's their symbol. It's the Mandalore symbol.
But what is it called?
Yeah, what the heck is it called? I keep wanting to say Sarlacc, but I know it's not because it's completely different. Oh my god, I may have a brain fart on it. The mythosaur. There you go.
Mythosaur. Okay, yeah.
Mythosaur. You know, and they're all supposed to be extinct. So that's why I think, you know, Bo seeing it and realizing like, oh shit, that might be my ticket back to like getting my troops back and stuff like that. You know,
she rides around with the mythosaur. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So, you know, she's like, "I'll keep that darksaber. I found something even better."
Yeah, but how many times is she gonna save Den? It's like the 5th time she saved his life. That's crazy.
Yeah, and he's like, "I owe you one." She's like, "You owe me a couple."
Yeah, you owe me like 8. Talking about.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like the fact that she is like they foreshadow Bo-Katan saying, "I'm gonna give you the full experience," and she was reading this folk tale that she on the tablet, and though Mando believed that she didn't believe anything, but when she sees it and realizes it is, does that change anything in her? I think I
think it does.
Maybe that she doesn't. You know, the helmet. I don't know. That could be yes or no, but maybe she realizes that some of these stories are part of her heritage. It's not just this crazy cult. The Watchers are not just the only answer. It's also part of her heritage too, and she's going to understand that too, and understand that she's going to be understanding on both sides, and that's going to help her be able to deal with other ones that believe something that she doesn't believe. But they still are all Mandalorian. She's going to be willing to accept everyone and bring the Mandalorians together with the help of Den and Grogu.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to be its own story because we don't see them in the sequels, but that's fine. I mean, they don't really explore that anyway. So I feel like this could be its own continuous story.
They could be they could be rebuilding. On. They could be rebuilding Mandalore.
Yeah. Look for a good picture of like a mythosaur because they're supposed to be like gigantic, like super gigantic.
It looks pretty big when in under the water.
Yeah, they're like huge. I think the one that I read was something about right here. There's like giant dragons, basically. But
yeah.
But it's gonna be super interesting to see what happens with. I'm more interested in Bo's story now than I am with Den. Yeah, you closed the wrong one. Yeah, I'm more interested in Bo's story than Din's story as of right now.
He's gonna kick me out. That's what's in the streets.
You think that's what it's gonna turn into? Well, the mythosaur is probably bigger than that, but yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't know. What do you think, Brandon? What do you think about Bo?
I was gonna say before we see Adam Driver from 65 in the same show. Ryan the dinosaur. He's doing Ryan the T-Rex.
I was just telling Tank that I consider 65 the unofficial adaptation of Turok. So I'd be down with a 65 and Mando crossover. But as for Bo, that's a great question. I I have so much trouble like speculating where things will go moving forward one way or the other. And nowadays I'm just waiting it out. I kind of I really kind of rack my brain and like exhaust myself just kind of speculating and that sort of thing to the point where I'm like, you know what, let me just hold off and see what happens.
So whatever happens, I'll take it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Which is probably the best way to go. For it. Oh yeah, because well, here's a perfect example. You know, because we also had her. She didn't really fight with it, but the armor picked it up, turned it on, and told Din what it is. You know, so yeah. So people can use it. Yeah, you know. So, but yeah, I'm interested in Bo's story right now because I want to know what she does. Because she was always a very interesting character for me, even in the Clone Wars, you know, and going into Rebels. And we're getting another big Mandalorian, you know, with Sabine Wren, you know, coming out pretty soon in Ahsoka. Yeah. So, and she's a whole nother faction of it. The Wrens are huge, like a huge family in that lore of everything. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be cool, you know, with all these Mandalorians running around, and you know, and Sabine's awesome. I always loved Sabine. She was just like a badass, you know, like, and just completely like tagged up her armor and was all crazy with it and shit. So yeah.
I just wonder where we're gonna go with this, and are we gonna get a crossover in Mandalorian with Ahsoka, and is it through the Mandalorians?
I
wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out.
Yeah, I think you would have to introduce Sabine first through Ahsoka, and then once that happens, I could definitely see Sabine showing up in season 4.
Or you just says, you know, she calls out to all Mandalorians to come back to home to their planet. It is no longer cursed. It's never been cursed. I'm calling out to all the universe to come home. Sabine hears it, goes there, but Ahsoka goes there, and that's why she crosses with Mandalorian with Din again and Grogu. Which I think that would be a good way to do it. But
yeah,
I'm no Filoni, so we'll see.
Well, they already kind of mentioned it because she, like you said, you know, where she said like she's we work together and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, she worked with Ahsoka with the battle of Mandalore. You know, so it was season 7 Clone Wars. So yeah. I don't know, man. I love this episode. I thought it was good, and I cannot wait for an hour. An hour. We get an hour of Mandalorian next week.
Right.
I want to take notes. So I'm like, all right, I want to talk about this. Because there's other things I wanted to talk about that I was comparing different things to different movies, and I forgot about them. I was like, man, that's all right. I'm gonna write it down, and we're gonna have a whole discussion. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's a really good episode, we might have to do like this. Maybe, I don't know.
To a panel.
Depends. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Anything else?
No, it's fun. I'm glad that we were able to talk about it, but this is a lot of fun for this episode, and I can't wait to see more, much more.
Yeah, I am. This is hands down the best thing Star Wars got going for it for a while.
I mean, since
for a while,
ever. Like,
you know, because I'm not
Strikes Back.
Yeah, I mean, like legit, Rogue One will probably be the only other thing that's kind of like up there with it. But I feel like this is just because it's a series. Yeah, it's a series, so you can get more in depth with stuff.
Yeah, I think this is better than even Rogue One.
Yeah, it brought back Boba Fett.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, for better or worse, you know, but we did get Boba Fett back.
Boba Fett, Mandalorian 2.5, whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like it. Any last words, Brandon? Any thoughts?
None so far.
Yeah.
Last words are, this is the way.
Yep, this is the way. Oh man, so yeah, we're all loving this show so far. I like it a lot. But I don't know, man. I think that's it for this one. Next week, I think it's gonna be like Brian said, it's gonna be one of those like mind blowing freaking episodes where you're just gonna be like, oh my god, they did that. Yeah, because for almost a 60-minute, it was a 56-minute episode. You got to have that at least one. At least one.
Two or three things that are gonna happen. You're like, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah, and I think the next episode might change the direction the whole show was going, because at first the show was like save the baby kind of thing, you know what I mean? Now you need to get away from that. So now what do? You build the lore of this cool character and cool set of characters. You
build Mandalore, right? And then you maybe mix them with the Gray Jedi. I'm just saying,
yeah,
this could work.
Yeah. They could do a bunch of cool stuff, man. Especially with Grogu, sticking around. So it's gonna be interesting. But I think we're gonna call it there. So if you're watching live, appreciate all you guys. We're gonna call it a night. If you're watching our replay, thank you for clicking on the video and checking it out. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Mandalorian season 3, episode 2. Was it chapter 18?
18. Yep.
18? Dang. So, what do you think is going to happen? Is Bo going to change? Is Din going to change? Are they going to both adopt Grogu? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but leave a comment. Let us know. Also hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and go back and check out our other reviews and recaps of the Mandalorian show and other Star Wars projects. Sorry. But cool. That is it. We will see you guys later. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Share our videos. I think they're fun.
Share.
And join into the comments. We will do this Mandalorian earlier next week, so we won't have to worry about anyone going to sleep. And this is the way.
Yeah. Later.
See you guys.
See ya.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.